Every so often a movie comes along, you leave the cinema, you didn't like it. Give it a few days, let it mull around in your head a bit, and then you start to change your mind. This movie is exactly that. So Arrival is the new movie from Denis Villeneuve, whom some of you may remember as being the director from Sicario. Now Sicario was a movie that a lot of people liked, I myself did not. And with that said, I went into this movie with a little bit of apprehension, but a lot of curiosity. From the trailers it looked like a thinking man's sci-fi, and that is exactly what it is. Don't expect any bombastic action from this movie. Essentially the movie is about what seems to be an alien invasion. 12 shell-like ships have landed at various points around the world. Now, whereas in Independence Day, which a lot of people are going to compare this to, which is normal, these ships, unlike that movie, are not positioned strategically for an attack, and that permeates throughout the movie. People are wondering, well, why have they placed themselves here? The military are trying to figure out what the strategic move for these ships are, and essentially they've placed themselves over some of the most powerful nations in the world: China, Russia, the UK, USA, and the story centers on what's going on in the USA to start with. And you've got Forest Whitaker, who comes and recruits Amy Adams. She's a well-renowned translator. She knows dead languages, ancient languages. She's well-versed in modern languages, both East and West. So she seems like the most logical candidate to try and interpret what the aliens are telling them. And that's another thing. The aliens are basically communicating with Earth. Again, you've probably seen a lot of this from the trailers, but these little circular motions that they have, this is their way of communicating. And Amy Adams, with the help of Jeremy Renner, actually manages to decipher all this. Now, the really intriguing thing about this movie is that the aliens really play a second fiddle to this movie. They're there as a plot device, not as a plot focus, if that makes sense. Essentially, they're there to make us question ourselves as humans, and this permeates throughout the various plot devices, the main one being translation and interpretation of languages. There's one scene in particular where Amy Adams translates one of the messages from the aliens, which is "offer weapon." From that alone, she tries to explain to the generals and to the army that, look, this weapon can be interpreted in many different ways, and this is where the movie's intelligent. It really makes us question how we interpret language as various nations. Now, as this may sound boring, but it's not. Somehow the movie, through suspense, through this slow burn, really manages to keep your attention. It's fascinating the way that they use languages mixed with aliens to kind of almost critique humanity and how we've perceived the world in different ways. This is, I think, the first ever movie where I really didn't like it, and I'm still not convinced that I do. But it makes you think, man. It really makes you think. I mean, I saw this movie a few days ago now. I've let it mull around in my head for a bit, and I can only come to one conclusion. It's got great acting. Do not go in here thinking that this is an all-action sci-fi, because it's not. The aliens play a very second string role. This is much more story about humanity. Now, where the movie lost me is in the ending. I'm not going to give it away, but I mean, it goes into Donnie Darko territory. I love Donnie Darko, but I don't think the ending worked here. You've got the kind of Donnie Darko meets Interstellar ending. Didn't work for me. And the ending, for me personally, it ruined it. But across the board, the movie's beautifully shot, the acting's good, the story, until the ending, actually works. This is, I can't argue it, as though I didn't like it. Looking at it objectively, this is a very, very good movie. And as I said in the intro, you know, I was watching this movie and I came out angry. I didn't enjoy it. And I actually sent a message to one of my friends straight away. Saw Arrival, pretentious art house bullshit. Save your money, mate. Now, it is pretentious and it is art house, but it's not a bullshit movie. I have changed my opinion. Do I like this movie? No. And I'm going to use that to jump straight into my conclusion, guys, because though I did not like this movie, I appreciate it for what it is. I'm giving Arrival a solid 7 out of 10. I've said it before, I'll say it again. The visuals are beautiful. The acting from Forest Whitaker, Jeremy Renner and Amy Adams is really solid. The story, if you're prepared for a slow burn, is a very good story. The ending lost me. As my message said, it is pretentious, it is art house, but it works. It didn't work work for me, but I think there's a lot of you out here who are going to enjoy this movie. It's definitely worth your time. Go see it. It's a very different cinematic experience, and honestly, after the bombastic explosions heavy summer that we've had, it makes a refreshing change. So over to you guys. What did you think? Have you seen Arrival? Did you like it? Like me, did you leave feeling a bit mixed, but then as time went on you managed to appreciate this movie for what it was? Please leave your thoughts and your comments below, and I want to ask a question to everyone out there just before we leave. Have you ever watched a movie where the ending ruined it for you? If so, leave your thoughts and your comments below. Please give this video a thumbs up and be sure to share it with any friends, family and movie fans that you may know. And until next time, from the Silver Screen Dudes, see ya!